Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Badgley now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence. Quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Everything's so fucking delayed right now.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Cover 2 and
that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In your face.
Hey, Rocket! Hey, echo!
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns' drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back near his goal line, Rivers. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Ready! 180! Alpha! Check, cross. Hey, Delta! Switch! Alpha!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
180! 190! Keep it skinny! Hey, 79! 79! Keep it skinny!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
X3, 218, chop it. Red Delta! Here we go again.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, 0. Small. 51 to Mike. 300.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Returnable here for Callaway.
Here we go. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
On the field, bro.
The motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Throw it. God damn it, dude.
Chargers able to get the
Robinson,
pressure
you
and bring
fucking
him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hey, Delta!
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And past the 40.
Come on, gentlemen. Holy fuck.
12 yards there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Secretary 90, block 11.
Rivers on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
180.
Well, let me fucking change.
Cross the right.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rivers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Regular. Here on it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
What the fuck is he doing?
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone,
Oh my God,
and this
I
is
can't
going
turn
to
the
wind
game,
up
dude.
with safety. And you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, downtown. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch out. Q. 53, check 53. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Seibert now to kick this thing away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike spoke both.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And intercepted.
Look at him holding him on the
Williams
ground.
with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Too low.
They'll try and get the ground game going.
Are you
Here's
fucking
Gordon.
kidding me?
And he's in for a Charger
I'm
touchdown.
blitzing from that side. I knew he was going weak when I started blitzing from that side just in
32
case.
yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
What the fuck ever, man?
Intercepted a 3rd time.
Twice in a row. Same
Picked
fucking
off
shit.
by Denzel Perryman. And he will score. Touchdown.
How many times I should have been able to do that this entire game, but it don't happen to me.
Short throw, pick
my
6
Lord,
right there.
bro.
Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 44, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Holy fuck,
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to go up top. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunt. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 21.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Shit. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
49 the mic.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up here to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. You gonna see me and you're not.
Mayfield now. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
The fuck are you doing?
Losing 2
I don't know why
yards
he's not
that
trying to
time,
run.
and now it's 4th down.
I was just trying to move in the fucking pocket.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through.
Nice when the team don't
And a
make
second
any
field goal
mistakes.
here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Delta! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill through! Bang, bang, bang! White, 89!
Throwing, Rivers. Caught, left side, Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I don't understand how I can't get any
It'll
fucking
go as a
pressure.
gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Easy, easy.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete.
I'd rather would have had a pick,
Play
so I
call
couldn't
there.
fucking
Now
pick
it's
him.
4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
It's not
today.
pass interference.
Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings it
It was a
back
bad
to
pass,
right
but
around
still,
the
it's not pass
26-yard
interference.
line.
I can't get to the fucking
about
ball.
Possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Let's go. Come on.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon.
How do y'all let that shit happen?
Goes Melvin Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Over to Landry on the bubble screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got it.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Real. Hey, Haywood. 42's Mike, 42's Mike. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
That's not the play I picked, by the way, so I have no idea what the fuck that was. I thought he was going to keep on his
So many
foot.
times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Just kneel it, please.
Big play there by Gordon. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On second down, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I asked you to kneel it, but you didn't. So here we are.
Victory 90! 190! Mike, I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled after they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get